Good afternoon, hi, I'm Kimberly, and today we are following on just from some of the Crayola stuff. And you remember the big Bluey colouring we got? Yeah. And also the big box of stuff, the Crayola stuff as well. Well, we're going to do together 2 pictures out of that book. We're going to do one using the paints, the Crayola paints, and the stickers. So we've got the stickers here going on as well. And we're going to do one using all the crayons and pencils and things like that. So you're going to love this one. So sometimes it's a bit, you know, just colouring each little area can maybe be a little bit boring. So let's jazz it up a bit and show you a really funky way of doing this in a bit more of a coloured way, a bit more using all the colours together. We literally have used probably every colour in this box. It's fabulous. So please join in if you want to. And just as a first off, we've got you can do it this way as well. So this is just the Crayola paints and the stickers. Bam, bam, bam. And this one is just the crayons and the pencils in there as well. Oh, and the pens, there's some pens there as well. So yes, you can have a go at this. So come along, let's have a see. And you can do this as well. This is why I've done it like this, because you can join in this too. This is not hard. Everybody can do this. Everything that I always do, especially on the kids channel here, it might be on my other channel a bit more grown up with resin and things like that, but on the kids one especially, everybody can do it. And this is why it's so cool, because there's no limits, everybody can join in. So please join in, and with whatever colouring pad you got. It doesn't have to be Bluey, we love Bluey, but anything you have there. So yeah, come and join in, have a go. Hey, yes, so here we are with the Bluey. Oh, this is fabulous. You are really going to enjoy this. So yes, from before, the stickers, if you need to look at anything, go back over there of everything that we have here of what we need. So any colouring book will do on this, and your big box of colourings, it will all work absolutely perfectly for this. We're going to use majority of these, we're going to use them all. So we're just going to have a little sort out festival, because it is good to get everything sorted out. So all the big chunky things together, all the pens together, all the crayons together, all the pencils, everything that just, you know, because we're going to have a little look at each of the colours and just see what we've got to work with. This might seem a bit daft, like just grab anything, but when you're trying to, you know, match a couple of colours together, like, you know, Bluey's blue, bingo being orangey colours, it is good to do. So have a little sort out, just put all your pens together. It'll only take 5 minutes, it won't take long. Your crayons together, everything, the pencils, and you will see it does help if you just do that, get it all organised first. Then the colourings we're going to do, I had to sew a little bit on this one because I did pick the tent picture, and no, I just decided to scrumple it up as you do. So I went with the boat one instead, nice and smooth and flat. So yeah, if you see a quick reference on the other one, it's because that's what I was going to use, but I can't use it now because it's all a scrumpled mess. So yeah, we'll go with this one. So all we're doing here is just testing of these colours now. So we're just going through, starting off with the pencils. There's some cardboard behind this, that's why it's got the funny sort of lines underneath, the imprint of that. But it is good to see what you've got, because the outside colour of the pencil or the crayon or whatever it may be might look very different to what the actual colour is. So it is good just to see what we've got to work with. So like here, totally bright, luminous yellow, fantastic. We want to incorporate a bit of that, definitely. But you just don't know, so it is good just to have a little look at them all, see if any overlap, see if they blend, see, you know, just have a little look of all the different colours and what they actually do. And that's why if we just get them into place first of all, like we did, then you can do that. You can have a little go at that. So do this first, kids, do this. So get all your colours, start overlapping, just squiggles, doesn't have to be just nice and rough, just on a blank bit of paper, and just see what works, what blends, what shows through, what doesn't, and you'll get an idea of what you've got to use then. Because in the crayons and the pens and pencils, if you think of the main bluey colours, the blue sort of colour and the orangey colours, there isn't that many colours really. It is just like blue or orange, and that's it. And there's different shades of blue and orange, so we'll come to that in a bit. I'll show you how to get around that. So it is good to have a little look at what you've got. So we've done the pencil, the thicker twistables, they're a bit like a crayon-y pencil, sort of in the middle a bit. Funny sort of texture they were, but they did sort of overlap very good as well, and they work brilliant with the pens, as you'll see later on, like the felt tip type of pens. So definitely incorporate some of them if you've got some of these twistables. Also, there was some chalks in this as well, I forgot, and they're great for blending, so you can have a mishmash of that about, get some vibrant fab colours with them. So now these don't work so well on top of crayons, so just remember where you use them, but it is another option, isn't it? It's another thing to use, because we're testing them all out, and yeah, and then you'll be able to see, you see. And then the felt tips, they're similar as well. They might look like that's the colour green, but actually on paper it is not the green that you expect, so it is good just to have a little look, and then you can try the odd pencils over the top if they work, or underneath. But the way we're going to do it today is, which I've always sort of loved, is you start off with your pencils and your sort of crayon-y pencils and crayons, and then we're going to work some of these felt tip pens on top. So this big massive Crayola bundle thing that we have is fabulous for that, and these big fat markers are great as well. But again, we're testing the colours out again, because one of them, I think it was a purple, it didn't even, yeah, here we go, it didn't even look like a purple. That's why I've done it a couple of times. I was like, what is that colour? That doesn't look like purple. We do use that though later on, that's a good one we do use. But as you can see, these marker ones, they don't blend or anything like that. You can layer them, you can change the colour, but they are just direct, bold colours. Like the yellow one, wow, was not expecting luminous. So again, test them all out, what you've got in your box. If you've only got a few things to play with, you've only just got one pack of pencils and pens, that's okay. You don't need lots, you don't need a lot of everything. So, but if you have, then great, and if you got stuff extra, fantastic as well. So the other part of this was the paints that we had. So wasn't too sure how these were going to go down. Never used Crayola paints before, so I thought the same again. I do like to test things out before you're going straight into a piece of art or a drawing, or even just colouring pages like this, it's fine. So having a little go of them all. These were very, very good, very thin, so you do need to layer up if you want a thick colour of something, because it's very transparent straight away. But the actual colours, like that vibrant pink there, was that vibrant pink, and the blue in the pot, they were really, really nice. And you're going to see how these are going to, wow, just go so well together. They dry the same as, you know, like if you get a child's painting from nursery or school or something like that, and you see the sort of dried poster paint type of thing. Usually this is water obviously based, and you can wipe it off and things like that. So it's got that dry ashy look to it, but the blending side's great. So just trying a bit of white here as well. Now just be mindful, especially if it's the kids, that the minute you bring white or black into any of, because they're not, white and black are not on the colour wheel. The colour wheel is just like all the colours of the rainbow, so the colours work well together. But the minute you bring in the black and white, if you want to call it a wheel as well, it goes greys in the middle, then the blacks can give a very dark muddy colour sometimes to colours, and the whites can be fantastic, obviously, you know, making like a red into a pink or something like that. But yeah, just be mindful when you're bringing blacks and whites into the colours, if you're wanting really vibrant, wow, jazzy colours. So just trust the last one with the brown, and yeah, really happy with that. This is how I was quickly getting, I used one paintbrush for this, and I was just wiping it off, but I want to show you the blend of colours there. But I was just wiping it off quickly, so I didn't need a water sort of jar or anything, and that might be handy for you too. So we've got the stickers. So we're going to put the stickers inside the balloons. This is how we're going to use some of the stickers, because I didn't want to waste them all, because my kids were, obviously my boys were like, oh, my stickers. So I only wanted to use a few of them, so we didn't take up too many. But this is a real funky way of using your stickers, rather than sticking them all over furniture and crazy things like that. So as you can see, I'm just if you don't actually take the sticker off and just cut the sticker out first, so the backing is still on, cut it out to your shape. So I'm going to make all the shapes in the sort of same shape as the balloon. Then this is a really good way you can just layer. So you just literally layer and layer and layer, cut the shape out, then peel it off, stick it in, and this looks so funky and class. So give it a go, and you don't have to be perfect with it, just find a little spot or a little gap and then stick your next one in, and then your next one and your next one, and then that'll fill up really quick, but you actually don't use a lot as well, which is really good. So that's champion in it. So yeah, do this bit first, do all your balloon parts, and then we can move on to the next bit. Okay, so now we've got all the balloons together and they're sorted, we're going to start painting each of the characters now, with the Bluey character and the Bingo character. So one is a bit of a blue type of character and one is this orangey character. Now this is where you can use your white. So to get them different orange tones or colours if you want, use a little bit of your white, a little bit of your orange and a little bit of yellow, and you'll get a really nice colour for some parts of Bingo. So that is a good option to use your white, and you can, because it is quite difficult, you've literally got just orange and blue, you'd be doing your whole character in them. So you can have the different shades and the different colours just by adding your white in there as well. And if you just want to change it slightly, put a little bit of yellow in there as well. So the same with the Bluey in the nose, that was funny colour as well. You maybe just want to add a touch, maybe a touch of green. And just have a little trial and error, and as you can see, I've just got this on the back of a piece of paper, so you can just try your little colours on anything. And then if you don't have like a big jar of water or little jars next to you, just have a paper towel and just wipe off the excess paint with the paper towel, go in for your next colour. It's nice and clean that way, and I'm sure mums and dads and everyone will appreciate less mess as well, and jars of paint water getting knocked over and things like that. But so you don't need lots of paint brushes as well, so just a heads up on that, don't think you need a cad of your paint brushes, because you don't. So the same for the Bluey, just to get the lighter tones of the Bluey as well, you can go under the normal blue, and then you can just add a little bit of white and you get some nice lighter shades of Bluey as well. So if you carry on with that, so carry on colouring your Bluey characters in with all the paints, and just add the white if you need to lighten it up, or just stay with the blue or the orange or whatever it may be, just to keep the actual colour. Don't worry about going over the edges as well, I will show you why later. It doesn't need to be perfect, just try the best you can and have fun doing this. Don't worry about if you go over the edge. If you go over the line, it is not a disaster, absolutely not, so do not worry. So carry on colouring in the Bluey characters. So this is exciting now. We get to do the background. Now this is where we're going to really use them rainbow colours in the rest of that paint. So don't use any white or black if you can. Just stick to the big bright colours. So we're going to start off with a bit of yellow in the corner, and then we're going to add in a bit of orange, and then we're just literally going to go around the colours of the rainbow. So then you'll see from the orange we start turning a little bit into the red. As we start going down the middle, we're going to start heading into the pink, and then from the pinks we just go right down to the bottom, which we start heading into a few greens and blues. So we've got all of the colours in here mixed in with a little bit of everything really. But as you can see, it is just nice and easy. Just copy me, just copy the way I'm doing it. I'm not doing anything really like technical or really hard to do. I'm literally just throwing the paint on, blob blob blob, next colour. And I've got no water here. I've just literally got a paper towel, wipe a colour off, going with the next colour, wipe a colour off, going with the next colour. So you can do that too. So I'm going to let you carry on and just keep copying and keep doing the same, and you will see these vibrant colours pop for you as well. You can do this, definitely. Don't say you can't, you can, you really, really can. Just copy off what I'm doing and you can do this as well. So carry on with your beautiful rainbow colours, and we'll see it down at the bottom of the page. Hey, how are you doing? Are you enjoying this still? I hope so. I hope you managed to make it down to the bottom with all the vibrant and zingy colours. So now we are going to use the black, and we're just going to fill in all that background now. That line we stopped at, we're just going to go and fill that in with the black. I love everything filled in when I paint or draw or anything. I really struggle with, unless it's physically one thing on the page, because that's what we're doing. But if it is a big piece like this, I'm like, you've got to colour every little bit in or put something there. It's just the way I am. You can leave the white line if you want. You don't have to do that. You could have put masking tape around the edge of this if you wanted to have it nice and crisp and clean. You could have pinned it to a board or anything, but it is quite big. It's like a big, I don't know if it is A2 or something. It's massive. So these giant prints are huge, but I'm just painting all the edge of mine with black. So after that, we will now go on to the other drawing. So while that's drying, let all that paint dry, put it away somewhere safe, and then we'll go on to the other one. So now we're going to use the pencils and the pencil crayons and the crayons and the felt tip pens and the markers here. So no paint, or stickers, just all the rest of the big fat Crayola box. If you want to see that, go over to the other videos on that. And then they'll be putting at the end of this as well, so you can click on them. So literally just go through all the colours. Now it's a little bit more tricky with the colours on this, because not every colour, the exact match of colour, if you're trying to get, you know, the exact match, possibly isn't there, like the different shades of blue and different things like that. But it doesn't matter, just fill in different colours and you'll see why. Get a few colours round about the same, and then you can layer up, layer. I love layers, I love layering. So starting off with your pencil type of things, you can get crayons in there, and then you've got another layer on the crayon, and then you're going to see how that absolutely changes once we put felt tip pens and markers on top of the crayons and on top of the pencil marks. It's just going to completely change art. And you can do this at school as well. If you have any projects at school or title pages or things like that, it's another good way of making something look really zingy without actually, you're not changing a lot. It's the way you've used crayons, pencils and pens, just in a layering type of way. So we're just going to literally go around and colour all the characters in. Once all the characters in, we will be back onto the next bit. So we're getting there, we get all the characters nearly done here. So just onto that board, just to show you, I did try and use a little bit of the chalk there. It was quite a good way, you could blend it and you could mix it in. I do change the colour of that later on, but have a go with that, give that a go if you like that, and see how you get on with that. You'll really like that. So we'll carry on to just finishing the rest of the characters off, and I'll show you how we do the sea and the sky to really get that in vibrant colours and to absolutely make it just to pop. So with the same pencils and crayons again, we're doing the same with the sea. So using the flat part of the crayon first of all, just literally go over the flat part, a big long crayon, just go over it just to get some colour down. And then as you can see, I'm not being neat and careful here, it's just get the colour down, just go in, lots of different colours, go along the line. There's a few lines there, guidelines for you, so you know where you're going anyway because of the drawing. Just fill it in, bit of green, bit of blue. We'll stick to the greens and blues for the sea. So now we're going to go into the sky here, so get your yellow crayons out, just go over the background all in yellow and then start going in with a little bit of orange, and we're going to do like a bit of a sunset type of background, if you want to call it that. Make it just the characters really stand out and pop out. So nice and rough like this. You don't have to be neat, there's no, you know, getting really nitty gritty with it all. Just take your time, but at the same time just nice and rough, just yeah. Then start going in with the pencils and the pencil crayons and just getting some lines in, getting a bit of red for the background. So it's going to be like red colours going into the centre to yellow. So yellow in the middle going out to red. So as you can imagine on the rainbow, you've got yellow going to red, so in between you've got orange. So yellow, orange, red is all we're going to use in the sky, them type of colours. Now this is where this big fat yellow comes into play, because it was like a luminous yellow, wasn't it, when we did the test? So this is going to really make it pop. So I really like this marker. You've probably got a few of these in other marker pens, but definitely use a luminous yellow if you can on this type, like part of the drawing, because it's just going to make the centre of that sunset just look absolutely amazing. Oh man, you're going to love it. Absolutely love it. So with the red, we're going to start using the felt tip red now, and just literally get your lines like this. As you can see, I am not like, and there's no measuring things out, or there's no like being very, you know, careful, and just like lines, just get your lines on, get your lines on. This will blend in. It might look weird to start off with because you're putting random red lines everywhere, and you might think you're spoiling your picture, but you're not. You're going to see why, because we're going to blend that with red to orange to yellow. And that will look really nice, and it'll just give a sunset type of feeling and look to it. So yeah, have confidence in yourself, you can do this as well. So then go in with your orange felt tip and do in between that red. Now on this bit, I've just zoomed in, as you can see, I just start adding random bits of, even the odd tiny bits of green and blues, like the tiny amount, just to give it a little bit of sort of like depth type thing. And the same with the reds and stuff. And now that when the pens come into play now, and the felt tips on top of that crayon, and then keep layering this luminous yellow as well, it just really makes everything pop, really pops and blends in. So you can do that as well. Just the minute you start adding the felt tip on top of the crayon and the pencils, it just does something. It just looks really, really buzzy and vibrant, and it's just like wow. Your eyes are just, if you love colour, this is, it's going to really draw to that. So just keep on layering, layering, layering with the sky, nice and rough, no neatness, just loads and loads and loads of lines, and you'll eventually get this effect. And then once you feel happy with that, then stop at that. And then we're going to go into the characters. Go into the characters in the boat and just go over. So everything you've gone in with the pencil, now we're going to go on top with felt tip. And this is how you get this really like vibrant colour, and it's a bit of a mixture. It's not quite just the colour, it's got a little bit of depth to it. It's really, really nice. So don't miss any colours out, apart from the white eyes. Go over everything, even if it's not a right colour. I mean, even that greeny type of the bit of the nose and snout part and all of that, that's probably not really a green. It's bluey, isn't it? So I know it's the grandad, it's probably, I don't know, brown or something maybe, or I don't know. But it doesn't matter, that's the point. If everything just like ties in a little bit, it just looks like it ties in anyway, so that's okay. So if you haven't got the correct colour, don't get overly bothered about that. And even the cap here, look at that, the minute we add the felt tip on top, it's just wow. But yet if you get close, you see, because of the crayon and the oil parts and everything in the crayon, it looks almost a bit 3D when you get very close to it. It's hard to pick up on camera, but it does, it looks really good. So carrying on without your little characters, and you'll see how everything's just going to start coming to life now. Just keep on going, and yeah, you will get to this point, you absolutely will. Again, you can do this. I know it's a bit, depending on how old you are, can be a little bit, thinking, oh, I can't do that, and you're trying to copy someone, but you can. You just keep doing what I'm doing, just keep layering, and you can do it as well. The characters are already there, so you don't need to draw them, they're already there. So it is just the way of colouring things in. But we're not going proper. I know there's some things out there where it's very detailed, almost like real life, but we're not doing that. We want to be a bit vibe, a bit zingy, a bit different. We don't want to be just all down, it's something to look completely real life. This is not this today. There is stuff out there for that if you want that, but this is just lots of colour. We want to enjoy it, so enjoy the colour and just go mad for the colour. So now we're down to our markers again. These markers are amazing. You get a lot of colour on there. So that bright, vibrant blue is just electric. It is like an electric blue colour. It is amazing. So you're really gonna punch some colours in your water here, and just with it, just go everywhere. Look, I'm just lines everywhere. I'm not being neat with it. I'm not even sticking to some of the real lines. I'm sticking to a few of them, and then I'm doing my own. And you can do that as well. Just copy off exactly how I'm doing here, and you'll get that same effect as well. So remember that big chunky purple marker, which I thought was a bit of a letdown because it wasn't a nice vibrant purple as I was expecting. I mean, purple is my favourite colour, so I do like a purple to look like a Cadbury's purple maybe. But this is a bit of a browny coloured looking purple. It wasn't really a purple to me. But anyway, we're using it for the boat because it actually goes really well. So yeah, if you get any colours like that where you need more of a bit of a boat colour, a dark colour, a brown, I'd already used the browns and stuff, so I didn't want to do another brown. So this was perfect. I looked at the light colour and I thought it was too light. I wanted to darken it up, so I thought this was a perfect colour, adding the felt tip on top of that. So, but if you want to leave it light, leave it light. If you want a red boat or a green boat, that's absolutely fine as well. But yeah, I thought it was quite a good bit of use getting this big purple marker out the way. So I was like, yeah, and it is a subtlety to the purple, but yeah. But yeah, absolutely loving it all. So these buzzy colours, you'd never get this just with, you know, using them all. And this is, I haven't used anything else. This is all Crayola stuff, just out of that big box we've got. So if you've got a lot of Crayola things as well, you can do that too. And this is their paints as well, and their stickers. No, this is not sponsored by any means. It's just, you know, something that I know a lot of kids will have. So I'm wanting to show you and help you do something that I know you will have as well, and that you can do. You can do this also. So we've got nice dry pieces now, and I thought remember when I said about don't worry about going over them lines? This is why we don't have to worry now, because I have got, the only thing that I have, actually this is my own, actually it's the only one thing that is my own out of this, is this wasn't in the Crayola box. So you might have to get this specifically if you want to. If not, just get a black felt tip. You could do it with that, I suppose. But I don't know if some of the crayon might take it. So this is just a paint pen, or, you know, this brand is Posca pen, but, and again, not thinking by them either. But I found them really good to, obviously, to go on top of all types of materials like paints and oil-based things, and you can usually go on top with these pens. You probably could do the same with a marker pen as well, like a Sharpie or a permanent pen. So if you've got any of them laying about, you can do exactly the same. So we're just literally going around all of the characters and the balloons and everything, just to make them stand out. They already look good as they are, but now just getting that outline back, because we covered the outline up with the paint, it just, yeah, adds another wow factor to it. So go around all your characters, and yeah, we'll move on to the next bit once you've gone all around your characters in black. So with that same pen, marker pen or black, this bit could be a felt tip, I suppose, if you want it to be nice and quick. Just going to go around all the edges in black. I have got a separate piece of paper here, because sometimes with the paint pens and things, because you're going over sort of like dry sort of water-based paints, they can dry the pen out a little bit, and it can, so you might need to just like shake it and dab it a few times on a bit of paper, and you will get there. But you could just leave this black. You don't need to do this. This is just an extra little bit of detail that I'm doing as all, but you don't need to do that. And the same with our lovely amazing drawn as well. We're just going to get the same pen, and we're going to do the same. Now you could leave it in white. You could have done the same there. You could have put maybe masking tape round and kept it white. It still looks amazing white, but because we have gone over the lines, we just want to keep it nice and crisp, and fill it in with that black. So fill them all in with black if you wish to do that. And that looks really good. Now I've got a big A3 laminator here. Now I didn't show the whole part of this because I was so stressing about it, because I thought I was going to wreck it. So my laminated sheets weren't big enough. I wanted to laminate it because I wanted to make it usable, to use the back, put some printed cardstock on there, and use the back as like a, you know, you can use whiteboard pens, and the kids could use it to draw on. See, it's another sort of use out of just a picture. So yes, so we went to go and put them laminates on. It did work, as you can see. It has actually worked, but they weren't big enough, so I had to chop them up and I glued some down with Pritt stick and I put them through the laminator, and fortunately it has actually worked. I've got a little a little sort of planner thing there just to give you another idea. You could put something like that on the back, and then you've got your little weekly planner, you know, whether it's your homework or whatever it may be. So yeah, lots of ideas here, but with them them both laminated like that, oh, they're just, the colours just so good. I will give it up for them paints. Them paints are fantastic. Adding the luminous yellow with them colours was really good. It really made them pop and sing. So I hope you enjoyed that, and please, yes, give us a thumbs up. Here every Tuesday, and yeah, that was really cool. Any of the other Crayola stuff, go over there and have a little look. Also got my skincare channel and also my art channel as well. But yeah, we loved that, just getting involved like that, and it's really cool. You will love that, and you will keep that for a long time, especially if you laminate them as well. So yes, we will see you next week with some more new fantastic stuff, so stay tuned. Bye! So as we said, yeah, great, like and subscribe, brilliant if you like this, here every Tuesday. And also the other two things we were talking about, which was Crayola with a big box, that's over there on me, there's a video at the end here, and also the one on this lollipop sticker little man we did as well. So yeah, go and check that out if you're interested in them, and that shows you where we started from with the Crayola stuff. So thank you again, bye.